So, my Caribbean cousin, the Trump administration announced on Monday they're willing to offer immigrants who are living in the U.S. illegally $1,000 spending money, a free plane ride back to their country once they decide to sign up to self-deport from America. My Caribbean cousin, if I was an illegal immigrant living in the U.S., I will go home on my own. The reason why I say that, because once you sign up for that program, you cannot come back in America. And once you arrive home, it's a different story. I'm not telling all you what to do, but if that was me, I will not take that bait. My Caribbean cousin, go home on your own.
The craziest thing about America right now is that, the world actually hates us. The entire world hates us. And they've already kind of hated us, but now they outwardly hate us. Everybody we used to do trade with, all of our allies, the global economy literally hates America. And a lot of these Trump supporters who are still delusional enough to support him, even after he's defunded their child's education, taken their farms away, ruined their veterans' benefits, affected their social security, rolled back their constitutional right to freedom of speech and freedom of press, greatly infringed upon due process for anybody who sets foot on American soil, depleted their tourist economy as well as red state export economies. Even after all of that, there's these people who still support him and think that he's doing a good job and don't understand that not only is he globally hated and ruining their lives, people think he's a joke. Nobody's scared of him. His Secretary of Defense is Hegseth, who literally texts his wife on an unsecured line after being provided one by the Pentagon. His launch plans for their attacks in the Middle East. Guys, we're literally a joke. We are globally a joke. And the people who don't support him know that his supporters are usually bottom of the barrel, low end of the gene pool. They're the curve that puts us at a fifth grade reading comprehension level. You know what I'm saying? We know in America and the rest of the world for the most part is being far more generous and kind than they should by specifically targeting import export to red states. But contrary, I don't think you guys get it. Nobody is afraid of Donald Trump. Nobody is actually afraid of him, except the brown people with visas and green cards being sent to concentration camps in El Salvador. On a global scale, he doesn't, him and his Secretary of Defense don't have the mental wherewithal to win a war, even if they decided to start one. But now he's backpedaling on trade wars, on actual plans for war. Nobody is afraid of this man. Do you understand that we would get dog walked if they decided to, for whatever reason, bring in an attack to American soil? We do not have competent leaders. Nobody is afraid of Donald Trump. Everybody on a global scale is banding together to make him completely relevant, which they've already done. But even if he did decide to start a war, you think an 80-year-old throwing a global trade temper tantrum, who has his Secretary of Defense, who was a news anchor prior, texting his wife launch plans, his personal attorney, an international journalist, you think the world is afraid of America?
Now, I know y'all love some good gossip and some tea. So I'm going to give y'all some. I hear the word on the street is that the new American dream is actually to leave America. Because why do I want to stay in a place where I'm not welcome? And so I posted something on Threads yesterday, and folks was all on my comment section talking about something. We need to fight. Fuck a fight. I don't want to fight anymore. I'm exhausted. I don't want to do it anymore. I want to live in peace. I don't want to live paycheck to paycheck. I don't want to just be surviving. I want to thrive. I don't want to have to go to the emergency room or go to the doctor and then be left with a $2,500 bill wondering how I'm going to pay it. I don't want to pay a $500 electric bill no more. I don't want to pay a $350 water bill no more. No, I want to live in peace. I don't want to eat food that's manufactured in a lab. I want to eat watermelons with seeds. I don't want to eat food that's from bioengineered ingredients filled with all these pesticides and antibiotics. I don't want that. I want to live in peace. I'm tired of fighting. Are you?
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. My name is Dash Lifestyle. Kindly for watching me for the first time, remember to subscribe, like, share and also comment. So guys, I want us to watch this video from Black Americans, Jamaicans and African people. They have come out and give us the reasons to why they are leaving United States, especially majority of Black Americans and also majority of the white people. They are now leaving United States because of how America it has turned into. So kindly guys, watch this video as they are giving us the reasons to why they are leaving United States, and then I'll be back with more comment.
This is my message to all Americans, everybody that lives in the UK or any other former colonist country. Wherever these countries are heading, you do not want to be a part of. These countries were built on demonic, criminal, traumatic, and let me say that word again, demonic things. And the chickens are coming home to roost. It's not going to happen, it's already happening. These countries are going to burn, they're going to flood, they're going to implode on themselves, they're going to blow away. The chickens are coming home to roost. You don't want to be a part of this. Do your research, understand what's going on. If your local media is not bringing you the information of what really is going on in these countries, do your research. You do not want to be a part of where these countries are heading. Nothing that starts bad can end good. That's what's happening. The universe has its own justice system, and justice is coming for these countries. Your only job now is to find an action plan to get out. There are countries, for example, like Ghana, that are accepting Pan-Africans for full citizenship, no strings attached. Find an action plan to leave. You do not want to be there when what's going to go down starts to happen. It already started. Don't come in my comments and say, I can't do this, this is impossible, I have commitments, I have house, work, job, children. If I can do it, I've moved 2 countries as a single parent with 2 children, 2 continents, sorry. I've moved 2 continents on my own with 2 children. If I can do it, anybody can do it. I said what I said, take heed. You do not want to be a part of these countries when the shit hits the fan. You don't. You feel it. When you wake up in the morning, you feel the energy of death. You feel your energy being sucked out of you in these countries. They were built on demonic, horrible things. And I know since I was a child, nothing that starts bad can ever end good. The chickens are coming home to roost. They're here. Find a way to get out. You don't want to be a part of this trauma that's coming down on these countries. Nothing is going good for these countries. Do some comparisons. What's going on with the countries that were never former colonists, how they are being built up and bringing their people up, and what's going on with former colonist countries, how they're being broken down and their people are being broken down mentally, physically, energetically. It's over. I said what I said. Do your research. Find a way to leave these countries.
Who go down a yard and not tell them this? A whole heap of little news me I get and see some stuff. Like for example, the other day, 2.2 million people from America gone to Mexico. Jamaica have 2.8 something million, you know. So it close to the amount of people who live in a Jamaica approximately. We move out of the US, Ghana, Mexico, gonna live. And what go on? Them say the dream not about again. Them say the American dream not about again, and so them pack up them stuff and then Ghana, Mexico, go and live. Jamaica have 2.8 something million and 2.2 million Ghana, Mexico. Me have to do the research myself. So it's like the whole of Jamaica just lift up and just left the whole place. And just a little bit left. And the couple were left, and not much. 2.2 million Ghana, Mexico. And then, on top of it, I can't even left this out. I hear them say, nothing now coming to the US, no food now coming, no container, shelf get empty. Jesus. You never know.
Is the new American dream just to leave America? Yahoo Finance thinks so. The new American dream is to leave. Most U.S. citizens don't believe hard work will get you ahead. Everyone knows by now it takes way more than just hard work to get ahead, and no one knows that better than us millennials. According to the Association of American Residents Overseas, 5.4 million Americans are expats. They want to live in a place where they don't need 2 or 3 jobs to just survive. Post-pandemic inflation has messed everything up. Everyone is more so worried about paying rent this month rather than long-term goals. So what's the option? But this Axios article really caught my attention. The American dream for some is leaving the US. Thanks to social media giving us a window into the lives of those who have been brave enough to leave, the rise of people applying for European visas has gone up since 2020. And a lot of countries offer digital nomad visas, which I've covered on my page: Japan, South Korea, Costa Rica. But I love this. This couple in their 50s said that they have been aging in reverse since leaving the American toxic hamster wheel. Like straight from the horse's mouth. So I want to know, what's your controversial opinion about leaving the United States? Let me know in the comments. This is a topic I've been all about.
Americans are leaving the USA because they can't afford America anymore, making $100,000 a year, yet they feel suffocated financially because the price of things keep going up. They keep printing money and the wages ain't going up, all right? Matter of fact, there's job loss and there's cuts and all kinds of stuff going on. So once people leave that kind of environment and they go somewhere else and they realize life is supposed to be lived, it's supposed to be simple, it's supposed to be much more about enjoying your health and your family and your loved ones and your purpose and all of these things, rather than spending most of your life at work. What kind of a freaking life is it if you don't do what you love? If you do what you love, cool, man, knock yourself out. I do what I love. Most people, 80-something%, don't do what they love. They don't like their job, and if they didn't have to work their job, they wouldn't work their job. So I know if you watch this far, it's speaking to you. Maybe this is the sign you need to start doing some research to learn how to begin to devise your escape plan and live a better life. Because you know what? If what you're doing is not working, continuing to do the same thing, they call that insanity. You might want to book that flight. See you soon.
As Americans, we work way too hard. I've been traveling and been here in Belize for the last couple days. And here's what I realized from and learned from people in other countries, that they work smarter and not harder. If you own a little shack on the side of the road selling oxtails and jerk chicken, guess what? You're not bringing all of this meat because you know it might spoil. You bring in just enough so that you can get through the day. And once you sell out, you sell out. You going and you relaxing by the beach for the rest of the day. Americans, we want to work.
So in America, lots of us work multiple jobs, and you have to because the cost of living is so high. So we're constantly trying to climb the corporate ladder, constantly trying to get higher paying jobs. And I'm speaking for that myself. I tried to climb the corporate ladder for the last 10 and 12 years, and you're always grinding and pushing. But I noticed here in Belize, it's not that way. People make just what they need, and that's all they need to live, and no one's overstressed working multiple jobs. They're enjoying their life.
And I really think that we need to ask ourselves, like, why, as a culture, do we think having more is actually better? I'm guilty of this too, right? I'm so guilty. My family is guilty of it. My husband is guilty of it. But one of the things that I have learned by traveling so much is that people actually live below their means. Oftentimes in America, we live higher than our means, right? We got all this debt, we got a car payment, we got this big fancy house, and nothing is wrong with that. But what I'm saying is traveling so much has really opened my eyes to, I've been doing it all wrong since I've been alive. Like we just been working, struggling, and for what? To pay into the Social Security system that might not be even available when I get to be the age of 65? That's a whole nother subject. Listen, y'all, however you can obtain living your best life, I encourage you to go after it. Go after that happiness. And if you can travel the world so that you can start to see how other people live in the world. I'm not saying that you have to move out of the country, right? But if you choose to, know that you're ultimately going to live a better life outside of the United States because it's a different type of culture. People want to relax. People don't look at their job as actually a job. People look at their job. I spoke to someone yesterday. He said it's just them being on vacation. They're making money, taking advantage of the tourists, right? Because they're getting the tourist money. So if they feel like they want to open up their shops at 3 p.m. and close down their shops at 7 p.m. because they already made their money and now they have the rest of the night to socialize and dance and have a great time, that's what they're doing in other countries. Something to think about. They're not working until they die and then don't have anything to show for it. But 50 and 60 years of working, you can't travel because you live in paycheck to paycheck. You can't see the world because you can't get the time off and you're afraid of what your boss going to do. It's just all toxic. Something to think about.
If you're in Florida, you're undocumented, you need to listen up now. We all know that the immigration bill passed, right? And they are waiting, I should think, for July the 1st for this bill to take effect. You understand? But now they ain't waiting no more. The bill been signed, the bill been passed. But what they're doing, they're out in their numbers now. From Friday till now, the amount of text, the amount of voice note me hear. This morning I woke up to persons drawing my attention to my WhatsApp group only to go over there for hear voice note. Persons in the moment being detained, sending voice note out to me, don't know if them family or friends. It so happened that, they shared it in the group, sure, with their consent, of course, just warning people to be careful. The amount of people get picked up already, as I said from Friday, I was here on my live a couple of days ago, persons in the live sharing that the friends get detained, family, persons where them don't know them say eyes border patrol out in them numbers. A person once say they see border patrol at the airport taking photos of persons, they don't know why. They see border patrol at the Jamaican restaurant over in Florida. Now I woke up to the horrible voice notes this morning of persons in the process being detained, sharing what is going on. Them a line up. She was describing me, attacking my body full of cold bump. I literally cried this morning. When I reach out to somebody in the group and she'll tell me what's going on. Guys, they ain't waiting for July the 1st. They're doing it now. They started. If you plan for leave now. Because them now wait. One of the voice note I listened just a while ago again, the lady say, them said them are going to start go from door to door. And I think based on how she said it, she hear this out of the office and mouth directly. They were detained, they were processed, and they don't come through the border. They say if you come through the border, it works for you, but they're talking about persons who come on a visitor visa and look the bus them come picking up on the hotel or the place where them going to stay and go dropping off at the local work want to do. You understand? Where the agency have the bus them come pick you up, the man them know the bus them live at Florida from the yard and they know the transportation you guys take, and they lay with the transportation and take the people them off of the bus, detain them one by one, they get released. But you feel like all is well because they get released. It's not, because they get released to report to the court. They call it what, the PCP area. Me don't know which part that's in Florida, in Panama area this I guess. So I'm saying, if you want to leave, no matter wait. Persons are there, you know, if it because on the sign a lease and the lease officer want to pay a whack of money before you leave. When have a little lease, the son no want to leave because you know the lease officer say you have to pay a whack of money in order to leave. Leave, still pay the lease, empty out the place in the work you going down. One person already gone down, she self-deport to herself. But do you have anything back home to go home to? They're out in their numbers. No.
Leaving my home country was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. I'm talking mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. Putting yourselves in different cultures is just so eye-opening. Like when you see how people are living in other parts of the world, it forces you to realize what we take for granted back home and what we put too much value on back home. In the US, all we think about is money and other toxic things like status and clout. Making money is very important in today's world, but it's just a piece of the pie. Life is truly just a balance of health, relationships, finances, and enjoyment or entertainment. And I felt like in the US, I was forced to basically abandon my health, relationships, enjoyment just to get in a good financial position. And living abroad truly helped me fix my life balancing issues, giving me more time for what truly matters. So if you can relate to how I felt back when I was living in the US, let this be a sign to get out and travel more. You can always make more money, but you can never get your time back.
Disadvantage of living in America. Number one is cost of living. Cost of living is very high. House rent, high. I know we earn a lot here. We earn in dollars and all that, but it's high. You might be earning $3,000 in 2 weeks or $1,000 in 2 weeks. Your house rent might be $2,000 or your house rent in a month might be $4,000. It depends on when you want to live, but cost of living is high, food is expensive, and they're not good food. Let's not even go there. Okay, cost of living is high, everything is high here. Transportation, Uber. Don't even go to Uber. Don't use Uber when you come to USA. Don't ever use bus. It's high, it's expensive. It's very expensive. Okay, number two. Number two disadvantage is healthcare is expensive too. The cost of healthcare is high. You go to the hospital for one thing, maybe for check-up. In fact, before you even go to the hospital, you need to make a reservation. It's not like Nigeria where you can just walk into a hospital like that. If you walk into a hospital, they will charge you for emergency. Hey, and you don't want to know that emergency price, my dear, it's high. If you go to the pharmacy, CVS or anywhere to buy drugs, high. Okay, so number three disadvantage is social issue. Okay, so I mentioned this in my previous video, but somebody was attacking me. I mean it. Nobody send anybody papa for here. They don't care. Even blacks, even your fellow black, they don't care. See, we care for ourselves so much in Africa or in Nigeria more than this country. I promise you, in the USA, I not go talk so much on this one. Nobody send you. If you like, they die for your apartment. They go to see a movie, they shout. They don't go come, oh. Nobody go come for your rescue. Okay, so number four. What is number four? Number four is the fact that food is not real here. I know the way we eat organic in Nigeria, chicken, organic. In fact, the chicken say we run for house. They're not organic food here. Okay, some are organic, but the ones that are organic very expensive, and then the ones that are not organic are cheap because they're not good food. That's why everybody is sick here. I will not say too much on that one. Then number five disadvantage is the weather. Oh my god, it's good if you get used to it, but if you're just coming winter, as I'm speaking to you, the weather here, I'm so cold. I know in Nigeria we don't have, we have a matan. No be.
So guys, I hope you have watched that video from Black Americans, Black people in the Caribbean, Jamaicans, and also African people. They are leaving United States, and also it is not only the Black people who they are living in United States. Also, we are having majority of white people. Also, they have come out and giving us the reasons to why also they are moving out of United States. For me, majority of the things that the people, the Americans, they are complaining, it is about the high cost of living. Since Donald Trump get into office, majority of people who voted in for Donald Trump, they came out, they vote for Donald Trump, believing that Donald Trump is going to make life of America become easy. But Donald Trump, he came out and do opposite. Instead of improving the living standards of the Americans, he has come out and make the life in America become more difficult. So right now, America, it is for the rich people. If you are rich in America, it is going to make you more richer. But if you are a poor in America, it is going to make you poor. Because right now, we have seen some videos of also white Americans coming out crying publicly, saying that they cannot even afford right now basic necessities. We have seen the white farmers, they have come out also and complaining about how the farm, it has become expensive, because we know that United States, they are deporting illegal immigrant back to their countries. And these illegal immigrants, they were the ones who were raping the white farmers in their farms, because these people, they were going to work in the white farms, and the white farmers, they were giving them a small money. But right now, since these people, they have been deported, it has forced the white farmers to employ their own white people, and you know, they cannot pay them the same wages that they were paying the illegal immigrant people who were helping them in the farms. So because of that, we have seen the white farmers, they have come out and complain. Farming in the United States, it has become more expensive, and they are seeing that it is not benefiting also them. So they are opting to quit do farming in the United States. And also we have seen how the black people, they have been also being treated in United States. Majority of the black people, they have been show there is a racism. There has been a racism towards black people. Black people in America, they have been oppressed. Black people, they have been given less opportunity despite of them building America. You have heard from that American lady. She has come out and said that although some of the black people, they are moving out of United States, for her, she is not ready to move out of United States, because she believes that our ancestors, her forefathers, they are the ones who built the United States. So for her to leave United States right now, it is not a good decision. So she's hoping that she's going to fight and stay back in United States. She believes that United States, it is her country, and she will not leave United States. But for me, I keep on telling that these Western countries, it is not for the black people. We are having Africa. Africa, it is the motherland of all black people. So majority of right now, the majority of our black people who they are in the Western countries, they are opting to come back here in Africa, because Africa, it has open arms. It is welcoming all black people. The black people in the Caribbean, they have black people in the black Americans, and also the all over black people, wherever they are in the diaspora, they are all welcome in Africa. So it is up to them to choose which country they want to go to Africa, because right now, majority of the black people, they are finding it easy to stay in Africa than staying in this dream country, because majority of us black people, we were believing that when we black people will go to these Western countries, we are going to make it, we are going to change our life. There's so much opportunity in United States or the Western countries, and also the things that you can achieve, the things that you want to achieve in life, it will make you the United States or the Western countries, it will make you easy for you to achieve in a short time, rather than being here in Africa. Because if you want to achieve your dream here in Africa, it will take you a long time. But if you want to achieve your dream in these Western countries, in the United States, it will take you a short period. But the things that majority of people, they don't know, it is how American system it has designed to. Because this system, it is like a slavery plantation farm. Yes, I believe you can achieve your dream in a short period. You can have that good house, you can have that good car, you can have a beautiful family, you can have everything that you need in America. But will also make you to work for it. Yeah, everything which it is in America, it is all about money. You cannot just stay in America without having money. So if you want a good house, the American, it will make you to go to work, to go to work each and every day, or even it might force you to have 3 or 4 jobs in a day, so that you can maintain your house, so that you can pay mortgage, so that you can have your car, so that you can fuel your car, so that you can gas your car. So this is to tell you that American system, it has designed like a slavery plantation farm. And even I've seen majority of American, even up to the age of 80, they are still working. So this is to tell you that the system there, it is like a slavery. So you need to work, you will work until you die. So that it is how America it is. And also talk about the food. Majority of the people, they have come out and complain about the food. They have come out and say, the food in America, it is all about junky food. It is hard for you to get a natural food in United States. To get organic food in United States, it is expensive, and also it is very hard to get organic food. So majority of the people, majority of the white people, of the black Americans, when they are leaving these countries to come and experience the experience that the black people they are getting in their country, in Jamaica, here in Africa, they are finding it more better than their country. Because here in Africa, or any countries, in the black countries, the Jamaican, these people, they are having organic food. Yeah, these people, they are having organic food. So these people, they have come out and experienced a new change in their life. And also they have seen that the life in America, it is all about lies, but the life in Africa, it is the life that all the black people, they deserve. So kindly guys, I want you to subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and also let's talk more on the comment section. You can also give your thought. What do you see about this topic today? Because we have seen majority of people, they are living in United States. America, it is going to fall. This is the falling of Babylons. Americans, do you think that Americans will recover from all this mess that Donald Trump he is doing in America? Do you think the United States people, they will recover from all this mess? Because Donald Trump, he has made fight with so many countries. You can see right now they are in a trading war with China. Yeah, China, they are exposing the biggest brand in America. You can see their port, United States port, since they imported, since they increased taxes on the China, you have seen their port, it has gone dry. So this is tell you that America, it is going to fall slowly by slowly. And I don't think if American will recover from all this mess that Donald Trump he is doing right now, because Donald Trump is making so many enemies with a lot of countries, and soon the Americans people, they will going to regret this. So kindly guys, subscribe if you haven't, like this video, share, and also comment. See you in my next one. Bye bye.